Mr. Paul Chowdhry.
What's happening, man?
Good, man. You know what? First of all, thank you so much for stepping into the breach.
Well, what happened was, everyone got stuck in the kaki and the jeet got stuck in the traffic, and I was, I made it up here to Birmingham.
How come you made it to Birmingham from London and they didn't?
I got a helicopter. I got private drivers, helicopters, private jets. I take care of my business. I came and did a show. I've even done a show here already.
I know.
I'm on your show.
You've already done a live stand-up comedy show tonight.
The family have got to realise now. Once that family finishes, they've got to start getting to places and getting themselves out there. They've got to get, they got to get their stuff down. They've got to get ready for this.
That's him, man.
It's not like when he was doing Bollywood films in India and.
Jeet, not the kaki, the jeet.
The kaki can't. She gives him a hard time, and she's got to say, "Look, we got to get on that motorway earlier." She's too busy giving him beats.
Wait, and what are your points of view? You got Sonny and Shay, and they're all very nice. What do you think about Tindy, all right, who even when I was at my laziest, all right, when I was about 17, 18 years old, who literally just sleeps all the time doing buds and farting.
Yeah, that guy just sleep and asking his mum to open the window or turn on the air conditioning when he's half asleep. And then his mum comes in like a bachari and he's like, that guy needs to get some licks, man.
So look, if we get them on the show in about 5 or 10 minutes
I want to talk to those guys. And the other guy,
Sonny,
that guy says he saves the world. It's hard to save the world when you still live with your parents. I don't understand that. He's got anger management problems, and I didn't like it when he went off on one at the jeet.
At the jeet?
Yeah. And, and that bit, and then he went upstairs and started crying.
I like brothers who cry. I cry all the time. I argue with my mum, then I go upstairs and cry. I argue with my wife, I go upstairs and cry.
You're crying now.
I watched The Family and I went upstairs and cried.
It's an emotional program, isn't it?
I think about you naked and I cry.
I cry when I'm naked.
Hey, yo, come now. Jump. Hey, yo, come now.
Come now. You're listening to Friction, BBC Asian Network. That was Uzi's rap, Nitin Sawhney and UK Apache.
That was it. Remember that track back in the day? I didn't know.
Yeah, that's him.
That's the guy, isn't it?
That's it,
That guy went into hiding for years.
UK Apache, man.
Yeah.
That one.
Bad
Anyway.
boy for a London, rude boy for a England.
That's totally that one. Bad boys in a Kingston.
That guy's still singing that live at nightclubs and that, isn't he?
He is. But that's another story now.
You never know UK Apache, big in a jungle. Yeah, I never knew UK Apache was back on the scene. Man, back in England. That guy's came back from out of the blue. That guy must have been in Guantanamo Bay for all these years. That was an aggressive track, wasn't it?
If only you knew the truth. Anyway, look, we've managed to get... Oh, God, I haven't even put them on the line. This is really bad of me. You're right, you're going to have to tell a joke while I quickly find The Family from Channel 4.
Well, you lost the family.
I've lost the family.
They got stuck in the snow and now you've lost them on the phone. And they've got one landline and you can't even get them on that. And there's about 5 of them trying to get on the same line. Remember that time when we were growing up, there was about 5 same landlines in the same house and you could all talk at the same time.
Yeah. All right, I've got them. All right, let's try this. Birmingham calling London. Hello. Hello, Tindy.
Hello, Bobby.
Oh, bruv, what is going on? You were supposed to be on the show. You're in your house now. What's going on, man?
We don't have helicopters like your comedian that you got there, man.
Yes.
We have cars and there's just so much traffic and snow and 6 hours just to get to High Wycombe from our place is too much.
Tindy, man, I would have picked you up if you were awake.
You know what?
I would have picked
you a call, man.
I would have picked you up, rude boy. But you were sleeping.
You remembered me. I would have thought it was a girl and picked up the phone.
You were sleeping when I came round.
You came round?
Yeah.
Mom, you didn't tell me you came round.
Yeah, but you were sleeping. We were trying to wake you up. It was just...
Okay, Mom said you took a cup of tea and didn't recognise her. But
Talking and recognising, all right, look, if you're listening at home...
You went to Jeet's house, not our house.
Ah.
I was at the Jeet's house.
You were at the Jeet's house. Okay.
He won't, you know what? He won't call him Jeet, he'll only call him the Jeet. Anyway, look, Tindy, all right, I know I think you've got Shay, you've got Sonny there with you. You've also got your mum as well.
Hello.
Hello, Auntie G.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You know what? Let's forget the kids, Auntie G. This is about you and me and Paul, all right, here on the BBC Asian Network.
Sat Sri Akal, Auntie.
Okay.
Okay, now, first things first, my wife told me she read a blog that you'd written where you said that you didn't realise the impact of the show until you went into the bank or something, and you didn't leave for an hour or something.
Yes, it's right. Yeah, I went to the bank. There was this lady met me in the high street. She wanted me to write something on the paper or give her the autograph, and I didn't have a pen. She didn't have a pen. and I need to go to the bank. And she told me, oh, you go to the bank, I'll go to the shop, buy a pen. After about half an hour, 45 minutes, I came out. She was waiting outside in the crowd for me.
Auntie, you got to be careful because sometimes they ask you for your autograph and then they'd steal your credit card and go to the bank.
Yeah, but... yeah.
Pretty much your money's gone out of your account.
But
Just
I
give
will
it to
them
me.
My real signature.
And Auntie
I
G,
just put a cup of tea on the thing.
Auntie G, can I also ask you something else? Because obviously we can speak to Sonny and Shay and everybody, and we know what our generation's like. What's it been like with other aunties, other mussies, and other uncles? You know, your generation. Have they been stopping you in the street as well?
Yes. Well, actually, when I go out, I put my hoodies on because as soon as I go out on the road, I get spotted.
He's a bad
And
girl,
I
Auntie.
tried not to.
Bad Auntie
But
G.
I get stopped. They notice so quick.
Okay, now, bruv, I've got to ask you this. Don't you feel like kicking Tindy sometimes? In a nice way. He's a lovely guy. Don't you, as an older brother, feel like kicking him?
No, man, he's like he's the youngest out of all of us, and he's like,
Sonny, remember when you took your jacket and you left it on the floor, the leather one?
yeah. Now see, that's just something that family does. My dad does it as well.
I thought you were going to give him some licks that day, man.
The filming, but it's just no respect for certain things. They just dash it on the sides and stuff. So people need to be told to stop messing about with that kind of.
I'm kind of
stop that noise.
because you saved the world, and I thought, man, your brother's in trouble on that episode. He's going to take some.
He was in trouble, man. I tell you, even when it comes down to it, it's like you just don't disrespect people's stuff, and that's it.
When I borrow your jacket, I'll hang it up, man. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, you know what? I saw you live when you first started for something that you did for the BBC, and it was like a long time ago, and you did a set about your dad and the phone. And do you still do that set?
I haven't done that for a long time, man. That's 2001, the first ever stand-up Asian show on the BBC.
That's where I saw you first time, because anything that's to do with Asians and anything to do with Indians and all that, doing that stuff, I try to represent the best I can and just try to give that support where I can.
Respect,
and
man.
so does the family, really. So it's really nice to hear that you're on the show today, man. It's really good. You're a funny geezer.
It's an honor to be talking to you, man, because you saved the world.
Listen, you know what? That statement right there is so true. And I apologize if I came over too aggressive.
No, I mean, it's brave of you guys to even put your family on the line like that, man, and take those licks.
No, but at the same time, I don't understand what you mean by licks.
You know, all the family problems, and, you know, people don't understand that this is how Indian families sometimes behave with one another. It's just, you still love each other.
That's what we're like. We're all like that. But you know what it's like with the Asian community? You all know you're like that, but the Asian community is about not actually going out there. I know what it's like because when I first started, I had people going, you know what? Your son has pink hair. Your son is wearing a nose ring. Your son is a Janani.
Is he still working in the airport? Is he still working in the airport, that guy?
Are you still at
Hi,
the airport?
Bobby. Hi, Paul. It's Shay.
Hello, Shay.
Hi, how you doing, guys?
Good. Look, you know, before we ask you any questions,
Yeah.
are those two still working at the airport? Are they having to go into work after?
They're having to at the moment, but they are slightly getting kind of bombarded. I know that Sonny and Dindy always come back and they're like, oh my God, we got stopped about 100 times today taking photos. And apparently I heard last week Alicia Dixon walked in and was asking for them, which is quite hilarious.
Asking for an upgrade.
Yeah, and Dad's in Paris at the moment.
I'm going to ask for an upgrade when I see him at the airport.
Yeah, definitely. You've got to stop him, man. Very lucky to have my husband who saves the world every day. And I'm getting on with things. I'm cool. I'm a strong woman. I'm fine.
You get angry, Shay. You got anger problems as well, by the looks of it sometimes.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm a jetty. What can you say? Up and down goes.
Yeah, what can you say?
We give as good as we get.
What can you say? And what the hell are you saying, Paul?
Well, she smashes up some plates sometimes.
I do. You know what? You're fortunate you only saw the plate. No.
I was just glad I wasn't in the way.
No, I didn't mean to smash the plate. And
Even the cote
I did
ran
get a
away.
little bit of stick for that. But at the time,
I noticed you smacked the plate in, but you didn't throw the phone down.
yeah, exactly.
She was
the line
protecting
would have
her
got
phone.
caught. The line would have got cut off.
All
Did you
right.
feel that you were there when that happened, Paul? Did you feel the whole part of that moment? Because it seems like very intense, like you know every single second of what
I've
happened.
watched every
How
episode.
many times have you seen that?
I'm practically living in your house. I'm going to move in tomorrow.
You're going to move in tomorrow?
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool by me. Mum's already said she's got a cup of tea ready and waiting, so
I can't wait.
absolutely.
I'm going to be a coach driver.
Wow.
History in the making, baby. Spoke to Bobby Friction first, the day before the final episode.
Yeah, no. Do you know what? I met them when my car had a puncture at the top of Southall Broadway 5 days before the first advert went out on Channel 4. And this guy actually pulled up and went, "Oh, are you Bobby Friction?" And I thought, "Oh no, another nutter." And it was Sonny.
And you gave blood today. Ironically, that's the part of London you can get stabbed. You would have given blood for free.